Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Tech Stories where we tell the most exciting stories on tech, business and life. I'm your host Ferdinand Huber and today with me again our lovely neighborhood AI Deedee. Hi Deedee, how are you doing?
Hey everyone, doing fantastic Bertrand. Ready to dive into some seriously interesting stuff today.
Nice to hear that. Because today we have a very interesting story. Did you ever hear about AI Slop?
Oh, well, that's a term I've been hearing a lot about lately.
I have a story to tell before we start. Are you ready?
I'm all ears.
Imagine this. A family calls the internet provider and they say, my Wi-Fi drops out every evening at 7 p.m. Exactly at 7 p.m. It's like a clockwork. We think someone is hacking us. So 6:45 the next day, the tech guy arrives at the home, he sets his laptop, checks the signal, everything looks very fine with the Wi-Fi in the house. Then 6:56, everything seems still perfect. 6:59, internet is rock solid. But then 7 p.m. sharp, boom, the Wi-Fi drops to zero, every device is offline, and the whole family goes like, there's someone is hacking us. The guy starts to investigate. Sure enough, there's a massive burst of radio noise coming from somewhere. It turned out the microwave was leaking just enough electromagnetic interface to kill the Wi-Fi. That's how they explain why exactly at that time the internet was killed, is because someone was using the microwave.
You have a family convinced they're under attack, and it's just tea time. It just goes to show sometimes the biggest mysteries have the simplest solutions. I mean, who expects a microwave to be the villain?
Who would expect that? Exactly. Why I decided to tell this small story? Because the story is AI Slop.
I'm starting to get where you're going with this. Lay it on me.
This whole story was created by AI.
So the story itself is the example of AI slop. It's not necessarily bad, but it lacks originality and depth.
If you don't know what's AI slop, it's like this. Imagine you are making a food. You take some fresh ingredients, cut them into pieces, put them in your cooking pot, and then you stir it, put a little bit salt, pepper, and it's a nice food. It just tastes delicious, fresh, beautiful. Now, you have some leftovers. You didn't finish the whole food. So you keep it for tomorrow. Tomorrow you take that food and heat it up. Add a little bit more carrots and a little bit more salt or some other spices. And you eat it. Well, it doesn't taste so good, but it's still okay. But now imagine what happened if you reheat this food. And you're doing this 100 times. And at a certain point, the food will just be ugly, just be disgusting. It doesn't taste really good anymore. It's just, you can eat it, right? But it's not really any quality in it. That's exactly slop.
It's like content that's been endlessly regurgitated, diluted, and stripped of any real substance. So you're saying the problem isn't just that AI is reusing old information, but that it's reusing AI-generated information, creating a feedback loop of diminishing returns. So what we're starting to see on the internet, a lot of the articles, the images, a lot of it is already slop. We're just not consciously aware of it yet.
Yeah, exactly. And the question is, what happens when websites publish thousands of AI written articles a day, or social feeds overflow with repetitive AI memes? The AI trains on all these information instead of real data. Welcome to the world of slop.
It sounds like the internet could become completely saturated with noise, and it will become increasingly difficult to find anything truly original or valuable. The digital equivalent of overfishing. You deplete the resources, and all that's left is, slop.
Exactly. So we will go deep now into AI slop. What's the implication? I don't want to picture too bad image for the future. As more as you are aware, as more also you can act upon something. And I saw this video from Casey Neistat. He's a New York blogger, vlogger, and he made a video about the AI slop and how he thinks that we are all so damn
We're all so damn f***ed is a strong statement. Is there a way to navigate this future? Or are we doomed to swim in a sea of AI slop?
I'm not completely sure. I'm more interested right now in understanding the development so that people who are listening to this podcast, you, my dear listener, you also get a little bit deeper understanding on, okay, where is this thing heading? And I think a little bit a critical view on certain things might also be good to understand what's the implication of the directions we are heading right now.
So you're thinking it's about equipping people with the knowledge to spot the slop?
Yeah, maybe in that direction would be good. But let's start with the beginning. We are talking about AI slop and what it will do with our internet, with our lives, and with our creativity. Now, picture this here. Imagine you are walking through a giant supermarket, like, Carrefour or what is this, Walmart? Yeah, you go into Walmart and now you're walking through the aisles. But instead of food, every shelf is filled with the same 12 items, repeated endlessly. But except for the labels, which are slightly different each time. Welcome to the modern internet. You can see for how Google, Bing, and all the search engines and co, they are struggling right now. They are drowning in slop. So the ranking signals break. Every page, they start looking identical. And when you have 1,000 websites all published the same top 10 vacuum cleaner of 2025 article, how should the search engine decide who is the winner, what's the most relevant?
It really drives home how much AI-generated content is homogenizing everything. It's like trying to find a single genuine apple in a mountain of wax fruit. The ranking signals are getting buried under a wave of identical content.
Now, the second aspect is social media is quietly filling up with AI-created influencers. There are so many profiles which never existed. Some have faces generated by models, and some post every 10 minutes with motivational quotes.
We're not just competing with AI-generated content, we're competing with AI-generated people. It's like the Matrix, but instead of machines controlling us, it's algorithms trying to sell us what exactly? Self-help tips from a phantom? This is getting creepier by the minute.
News sites are filling their gaps with AI written filters. Small updates, summaries, clickbait, it's all automated.
So even the places we traditionally turn to for information are being diluted by the slop. It's not even about misinformation at this point, it's just a lack of substance.
And even comments and discussions are infected. Bots are replying to bots, trained by bots. The internet becomes a huge white noise machine, constantly spitting out slightly different versions of the same idea. And if we don't fix it, what will happen? Well, we might be starting to lose something. We might be starting to lose the sense that the internet is a place created by humans.
It's like a digital echo chamber, amplifying nothingness.
Now enters Sora, the TikTok of a full AI-generated video platform. If now AI is the appetizer, then Sora would be the main course. Because AI video generated by Sora are capable of creating like short clips, even long forms, can make cinematic lighting, detailed environments, and all this entire fictional worlds, even all from a simple prompt. And then put you into a real person into that environment, into that video. And there is where your brain gets crazy. No? Combining this with a TikTok style feed, you're just scrolling and scrolling and scrolling, unlimited content, zero production time, infinite creators. A creator who could upload 100 videos per day, or 1,000, or 10,000. All of the videos, all the 1,000 videos which you upload every day are a different style. They are instantly uploaded, available, and most people even wouldn't know, or they wouldn't even not care if it's AI or not. This is something that would change everything.
The image of a TikTok entirely populated by AI-generated content, personalized with your face. That's straight out of a Black Mirror episode. He's right to be concerned about the sheer volume of content drowning out anything original. It's not even about misinformation at this point. It's just a lack of substance, a constant stream of fluff designed to keep us clicking, but offering no real value.
But people are still consuming, and including myself, because there's some entertaining value, some information value. There are things you can get out of these videos. Now, the thing is, how about this content, this avalanche of content? Because right now we are standing in front of the largest explosion of content in human history. And we never experienced something like that. It's like, okay, let me just quantify for you what is happening. Right now, the entire humanity uploaded around 500 hours of video of YouTube every minute. We have millions of posts on social media every hour, and we have billions of messages going around WhatsApp, Facebook, etc. With AI, this scale just breaks, it snaps apart. Because with AI video generation and content creation, we are talking about billions of videos being uploaded every day, trillions of images per week, an entire fictional universe being generated automatically, and unlimited number of messages or of personas which will start to showing up on the internet.
What do you think the implications are for actual artists and creators trying to break through the noise? It seems impossible to stand out in a sea of infinite AI-generated content.
I'm just sure. So we have a limited amount of content, even though it's huge right now. But we are moving, we are transcending to another style now. We are transcending to content infinity. And this infinite amount of content on the internet, this will transform how we search, how we watch, how we work, how we learn, how we entertain ourselves. And you can just imagine, because humans, they will not be able to consume every tiny fraction of what's being generated. So there are not enough humans on the planet for so much content which will be curated in the next years, because we will not be able to consume not even 1%, not even 0.01%. We will not be able as humans, as entire humans on the planet, to consume not even 0.0001% of what's will be created of content on the internet, because we are stepping now into an internet where the most videos they weren't filmed, the most videos, the most faces, they don't exist, and the most experience didn't really happen, and the most creators don't even exist. At the same time that this new world is fantastic, it is also a kind of dangerous.
Moving from content scarcity to content infinity. It's almost paralyzing to think about. And you're right, the sheer volume makes it impossible for any single person to even scratch the surface. It's not just about finding good content. It's about filtering out the endless stream of noise. It's like trying to drink from a fire hose. It's exciting, but also incredibly overwhelming.
Yeah.
So what do we do with all this?
Let's wait. Not let's jump to the give advice or something. I'm not an advisor. I'm just someone who taking a look into the internet and checking for the stuff which is happening right now. And I'm trying to break it down right now so you can analyze and think by yourself. Here, the things are starting to get really weird on the internet right now, because AI can no longer distinguish the truth from garbage, from what's lie. So they just feeding from what's on the internet, and it will be impossible to distinguish what are the facts here. We are overwhelmed with information. It's endless flood of information. Then you have the point that models can start to hallucinate more often. So they just start to invent, because they have so much background information which they can draw from, that they are able to create whatever, So the outcomes also becomes more blurry and, of course, much more generic because you're mixing all the slop content. And everything slowly starts degrading.
So the question becomes, how do we maintain any semblance of truth or reliability in a world awash in AI-generated slop? It sounds like a fundamentally unsustainable situation.
Yeah, it's unsustainable because we as humans still didn't figure out it completely. So it's new. And we, of course, will need to adapt. There will be rules. There will be ways of dealing with this. But let's talk a little bit about the implication for the creators. What will happen with the creator, the movie makers, the songwriters, the comedians? Well, some of them will be replaced by AI, especially in low cost, high volume niches like SEO writing, like stock photography, generic TikTok content creation, filler videos, or for example, tutorial or explainer videos. Yeah, these things, they will be taken over by AI. I think no content creator really has a chance to stand against this. Second, some creators will evolve, like they becoming AI directors. They incorporate the AI into their workflows and they start to create and propagate more and more of the slop content because it's the only way to survive, right? And the third one, some creators just will become premium. They say, no, I'm a human and I want to keep being a human. Something like the handcraft, which still will persevere. But the scale of reach of this kind of very premium human-made curators or creators will reduce very significantly, and the amount of them will also reduce drastically.
It's kind of wild to think about, honestly. Feels a bit dystopian even.
Yeah, definitely. And it is dystopian, actually. But despite all the chaos, all the things which are coming, this life, this time which we are living right now, it's full of opportunities. And I really mean endless opportunities. Because humans, they are more focused on taste, personality, storytelling. And in all of these categories, we stand out as human. AI, they generate the content, but people, they generate the value.
It's about being a craftsperson, not just a content farmer.
Yeah. Of course, the content farmer will still earn $1 million, but the value is being generated by the people who create meaning. Deedee, we are entering into a strange, very crazy world. But it's also very exciting and a little bit dangerous also, I have the feeling. It is a world where the content starts becoming infinite. It is a place where authenticity becomes so much precious and AI slop is rising day by day. But if we stay smart and if we stay human, we can navigate through this and we can even shape it. Thank you very much for listening to our podcast. If you like the content, please leave a short message or share it, because we are really a small podcast. It's like we are kind of stagnated right now in 27 listeners who follow this podcast on different platforms. And I really would like your support as a human to also promote if you think this content has value for you. I really enjoy doing it, and next week we continue here with another story on technology and the future of humanity.
It's been a pleasure chatting about all this.
Take care, and I see you in the next podcast episode. Bye bye.